Last summer, I took in an elderly Toco toucan that was suffering from not only arthritis, but also severely infected wounds in her legs that developed after being unable to move properly. After a vet visit, hard work, and a lot of TLC, she's finally starting to recover her ability to perch, move, and eat at a more normal level. But will her old age still keep her down? Let's see how she's doing now after a few months of recovery. Something with a perch now as well. Or maybe this is just a better... Oh, look at that. Flipped all the way around, 180. May still have some toucan left in you yet, huh? Oh, she's stretching her wing. And her leg. Oh my god. Oh, that's such a good sign. There you go, good girl. Good job. Good job. I knew you could do it. There you go, you can have another one. Here. Doing so good. Nope. Oh, look at that! Now you're just going ham, huh? Well, don't spill your food on yourself. There you go, look at you! Good job! You're being so good. I'm proud of you. Hey guys, so it's great to see you all again. I'm so sorry for the delay over the last few months. First of all, I want to reassure everybody that we're all okay. All the birds are okay. I'm okay. Something bad did happen. But I'm going to wait until the end of the video to explain what's been going on, because it may be triggering to some people, and I want to make sure to put that warning beforehand. But in the meantime, let's get caught up on the birds. Our girl here, you want a blueberry? I've been developing a pretty close relationship with her ever since I got her last summer. And she's healed up since you saw her at the vet and everything. I've had, or was filming several videos at that time until that event took place, and things just kind of, sometimes it's hard to put on a happy face when you aren't happy inside. And I want these videos to be positive and educational and, you know, uplifting for people to watch. And sometimes I'm not always feeling that way. So unfortunately, a lot of the videos and footage that I took kind of just, you know, went kaput, and I never finished filming for them. So we're going to get caught up, and I'm going to explain what's all been going on. One of the videos was the remnants of a hurricane that made their way all the way up here, tore up part of the aviary, including the middle perch, which was pretty important anchor point. Well, guys, we unfortunately have to take a moment of silence for a fallen friend, a victim of the hurricane remnants. It has served us well, but it could not have come at a worse time, because not only am I trying to edit all the videos from the new bird, the Toco, but the hurricane knocked the power out for about a day or so. So I'm behind now, and in order to get the birds back out here, the other four, the aviary needs repaired, which I had to replace and took quite a while to do. Newt, of course, has a name now, Newt. I'll explain a little bit later. Yeah, blueberry for you. She's been doing well. She still hasn't met the other birds really, or had any interaction with them. She's mostly stayed inside here in the safety of my supervision, where she will not get bullied by anybody. But that's still something that we can explore later, of course. Things have mostly been normal up until the hurricane drama, and then, you know, of course, winter has come around now, and I've had to bring the plants inside. I dug up a bunch of them out of the aviary. Winter's a slow time for us in general, just because the birds can't really be outside, for one, a lot of the year, or a lot of that time of year. And secondly, it's just not even very pretty outside, but you can hear, if you listen closely, if the mic's picking it up right now, you can hear Lalo out there. I'm actually about to bring them inside, but I will go out there and give you a little update on what's going on with all of them. Not much is new, but Newt here has been doing better. So this is kind of just how she's been in here. Hey girl, you see she took a nice dump there. And believe it or not, despite this being covered in fruit, I actually power washed this only a few days ago. So she's quite messy, despite being mostly immobile. But, oh, I'm sorry, see, she's a little jumpy still. My hand, like, moved a little bit, and she got a little startled by it. But despite being mostly immobile here, she's still pretty curious about her surroundings, and she acknowledges when I approach her, and she plays every now and then. But, you know, she's still pretty bright-eyed and alert to what's going on. So, you know, she's nuanced. She gets zoomies every now and then and jumps around, you know, from perch to perch, and I let her out with a little supervision, and she's got some speed to her on occasion. So, but mostly you can't really see, you can see her right foot. I'm sorry, I'm getting like a zoom in of her poop. I apologize for that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know. You got food on your beak too. See how her right foot there is just kind of loose around the perch, while her left one is actually quite strong, and she grips pretty well and perches pretty well with that. Her right one is her problem foot, clearly. So she's usually trying to take weight off of it and stuff like that. And she doesn't sleep on a perch, and I give her chances to, you know, be able to rest. But mostly I want to keep her up off of her hocks again, so she doesn't scratch them up and get them infected once again, like she was when I first got her. So, you know, she has medicine to help, and I haven't noticed any change in her behavior, whether I give her medicine or not. So I don't know. You know, she definitely needs another vet visit, I'm sure, to figure out what we should do next. And now that she's healed, we can maybe see what's going on with that right foot. I know it's worse, and we discovered that much whenever she went last time, but it is worse than her left one. And, you know, she's an old bird, and she may not have a lot of time left with us, unfortunately. So she's just at that stage in her life where, you know, you can only do so much, unfortunately. And a good time for her to spend outside of her crib is where it's a little cushy here. She's got her, like, you got some fruit on your beak. Let me see if I can get that real quick. I know. There you go. I'm being slow, trying not to freak her out. Okay, I think we got it. See, a little bit at the bottom there. She can't scratch everything off of her beak with her foot like the other birds do, so she tends to get residue. And even if you bathe her and clean up everything you can, it comes back pretty quick because she, you know, continues to eat. And as you can see from the crib, toucans are not exactly the cleanest eaters of all time, even with limited mobility. And you can see her kind of lift her foot up there. And she still tries to take weight off of it, so I don't know. She doesn't really grip with it much. I mean, she can still move it, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if even getting her to a vet at all would change anything, but maybe we could have a slightly better understanding of her. But yeah, if I just put her up here, she can chill for a bit, and we can get her some toys. Look at this. Look. You want to take a shot? Might help with that foot. Just a random toy basket. You guys know I've had this here forever. You want to try to play with this? Yeah, there you go. She's still not really sure what to do with toys most of the time. I don't think they really had that kind of enrichment there for them, so she's not really sure what to do with toys. She does like pulling on the towel or pillowcase or whatever it is I have hanging on the corner of her crib there. She likes yanking that, so, and shaking it. So I don't know, she's never been too interested in toys. Here, how about this? Wanna try it? Yeah. There you go, maybe. She's not being overly active here, but there have been plenty of times where she's a little bit more active, and I'll do a video of maybe like a daily routine with her where I get more footage of her, and you know, you can kind of see how she is throughout the day, get a better idea of how she is, and we'll do some live streams and stuff too as well. So I'm sure you guys will be able to see more of her. And again, I'm sorry that I haven't gotten more of her out to you over the last few months, but it's just been a little bit of a rough time. So I'll go over that in a bit. But yeah, she doesn't really see if I try to pet her. She doesn't really understand what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I know. She doesn't understand I'm being friendly. She's still a little bit wild. She does tolerate me a lot more than she used to, but you know, she's not quite a Tupac in friendliness level, where he just kind of wanted to be with me constantly. She's a little more wary of me. Maybe she'll continue to warm up to me. I don't know. You know, time will tell. Well, we can check on the rest of the gang here really quick. See what they're up to. Not a whole lot new except for everything being ugly and dead out here. And a plane currently interrupting my video. How lovely. There he is there. And for some reason Lalo decided to pick some food off the ground, even though there's some fresh in the bowl already. Anyways, this is the new center tree part I had to replace. The other one was broken. I don't think I like this one as much as the last one, but it's getting the job done pretty well, so I can't complain. But we'll get all the plants replanted and stuff here when spring turns up, even though it's already going on 70 now. I doubt it'll stay that way, but I guess we'll just have to see. But I've also decided to name her Newt, as you guys heard earlier in the video. It's a little bit of my way to honor and remember Ripley. Newt was Ripley's surrogate daughter in Aliens, and since that's what Ripley was named after, I felt it was only right that the first female Toco that we had pay tribute to Ripley. So, but now, unfortunately, we have to get into the part that I've been avoiding or dreading talking about on here. If any of you are triggered by any thoughts of self-harm or anything like that, I would advise you to switch the video off now. Don't worry, me and the birds are all fine. But this is something I do need to address. A very good friend of mine, and also our longtime community manager for the last I don't know, 5, 6 years. Unfortunately, took her life only a few months ago. And I've just felt completely at a loss in a lot of ways, not only because she was such an amazing friend and somebody I went to for advice, not only with how to address YouTube and, Discord and Patreon and all those sorts of things, but also in my personal life as well. And she was a huge help behind the scenes. She was a moderator and for Discord and live streams and everything like that. She set up our Discord and Patreon and the integration between that, and was going to do a lot of help with a lot of the rewards for the Patreon members. She also helped with the website and stuff like that. She's been such an invaluable help to me for the last several years. And not only that, just such a wonderful, dear friend that losing her has just been extremely saddening and discouraging to me. And not only that, but it's gotten in my head a little bit because she and I shared so much similarities in our life, and relationships and our love for animals and the way that we lived with our animals and, prioritize them so much. It's been hard for me to even think about addressing it in a video form. And I feel finally like I'm ready to film this part right here and lay it all out. And I know many of you knew her. I'll try not to name her, just out of respect for her family and everything. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do without her. I'm just heartbroken. She's probably the first person I told about Newt as well. So, anyways, sorry it took so long for me to get back to you guys, but it's just been crippling lately. I expect to lose birds every now and then, especially taking in sick ones. But when it's a friend, I've not even had any of my friends die, let alone in such a way, and it's just disrupted me on the inside, and I don't really know how else to put it. But me and the birds are all fine. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I'm anxiously waiting to get back to normal and show you more of this girl here. See, she's like happily letting me hold her here. That's a huge improvement, So hopefully we can do some streams with her soon. And thank you guys so much again for the viewership, the support on Patreon, allowing me to be able to help birds like her. And love you guys. I'll see you very soon. Take care.